one question I get asked is now a good time to buy? And I have been asked that question since I started in the real estate industry over 10 years ago. And my answer is always the same. There are two main reasons to buy or not buy, and those are financial and lifestyle. So for lifestyle, could you see yourself owning this home for at least 5 years? On average, it's gonna take you about 5 years to build enough equity in order to pay your closing costs in the future and your selling fees for this home, as well as have some funds to put towards your next purchase. If you see yourself relocating for work or family or something like that, it may not make sense for you to purchase now if you don't think you're going to own the home for at least 5 years. Some of the other lifestyle benefits that are really important for people are, can you grow a garden in it? Can you raise a family in it? Is it pet friendly? Can you customize it and paint the walls or switch out the cabinets or hardware? Can you make it your own? Oftentimes you can't do those things if you're renting. Another thing to think about is if you're renting, it's always a possibility that your landlord may sell the home and force you to move. It can be very unsettling to know whether or not you're going to be able to stay where you're at. And moving can be very expensive, which leads me to the financial side of things. If you can afford the mortgage payment with these higher interest rates, you are guaranteed that your fixed portion of your mortgage, meaning your principal and interest, will never increase. You could have an increase in your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance, but your fixed base payment will never change. On average, rents increase about 5.77% each year. However, home appreciation on average is 6.77% per year. So it's very likely that your rent will go up, but your mortgage will not. I do not have a crystal ball, and I am not the kind of person that says marry the house, date the rate, or whatever that dumb saying is. But in the future, rates will come down and you will have an opportunity to refinance. I don't know if that's 2 years, 5 years, I have no idea. But your mortgage payment will get lower if you refinance your home in the future and you have equity. Or if you have a government loan, you don't even have to have equity in the home. If rates come down, there's no appraisal required in order to refi. Now, please know, I would say this exact same thing, and I have said this exact same thing, even when interest rates were in the 2% range. It doesn't always make sense to buy. If it's going to put a massive financial burden on you, you should not buy. If you think you're going to be relocating in the near future, you should not buy. But if it does make sense for you, you should talk to a loan officer as soon as possible, even if your intention is to not buy for another year plus. Always start the process before you're ready so that you can understand the numbers and be prepared for what the process is going to look like.